All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Now Garoppolo. He'll find Goodwin at 35 at the 36. That's up a 3rd down. Here's McKinnon, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
They'll run again with Hunt. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep them.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for the loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Kelsey imposing his will. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Black 58 round. Here we go.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Going for the deep ball. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Black 58 round.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cassius Marsh in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Mahomes to throw on second down. Buying time to his left. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Ace! Ace! Zing, zing, zing! Zing, zing, zing!
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Here we go!
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They run once more with McKinnon. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Now McKinnon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. It's complete on a bubble screen. That's Goodwin. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55.
Ready! Blue 45! Blue 45!
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes looking downfield for Kelsey. This is caught. And give him a gain of 37. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good. that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
Butker now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Here again is McKinnon. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Garoppolo on 1st down. Man open, it's Goodwin. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit. On play action, it's Garoppolo.
Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Flush to his right. And he's got room to run inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Garoppolo hustling him back to the line now. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Allen Bailey. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, 17 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeForest Buckner getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Justin Houston coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Here's Garoppolo to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, 2nd half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 34. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this is caught by Watkins. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Mahomes now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. On the run, this is Hunt. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. This is Hunt, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on a deep ball. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Butker pulled it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. Now McKinnon to start the drive. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it down out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. To throw is Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And it's caught by Zeller. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Garoppolo dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Hey, come on, come on, come on.
McKinnon, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Garcon with his first grab, good enough for a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it with McKinnon, and he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Garoppolo now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. D. Ford coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They run with Hunt, and his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. The tackle by Eric Armstead. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now.
Mahomes now to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for the first time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 66 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd and short. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front, because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by David Anderson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after
after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.